Before jumping in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. The team at Perfect Plants wants to get back to the basics this week and show you how to properly repot a plant. Though this may be common knowledge for some of you, others are just starting out and that's okay. We're always here to help. So, without further ado, let's jump right in and repot some plants together. There are a few reasons why someone may want to consider repotting their plant. Sometimes you can just tell if a plant is getting too big for its pot. You may notice that the roots have begun growing out of the drainage holes or are visible at the top of the pot. Plants like these are what we like to call root-bound. Essentially, the plant has grown so much that its roots become a more dense, tangled mass, which stunts its growth. You may notice that you'll have to water a root-bound plant much more to keep it looking healthy and perky. And finally, maybe you haven't repotted your plant in several years and it just isn't looking its best. It may be time to move it to a new home. Whatever your reason is, we're here to walk you through it. Let's get started. Here's what you'll need. Your plant. A pot. Be sure that it's about a size bigger than your original pot and that it has drainage holes. Potting mix. Choose a potting mix that will work best for your plant, whether that be acidic soil, succulent soil, or just regular potting soil. We have it all on our website, which is linked below. Scissors or a sharp knife. You may have to cut some excess roots while removing your plant. A watering can. Your plant may be thirsty once you've gotten it into its new home. Now that you've gathered all your materials, we can move on to the fun part. Begin layering your potting mix in the pot. Fill it about 1/3 of the way up. Water your plant while it's still in its old pot to keep the root ball intact. Next, tip your plant upside down and begin carefully taking your plant out of its current pot and set it aside briefly. Place the old pot in the new one and begin filling soil around the sides of the old pot. Due to the fact that your plant has most likely taken the shape of the old pot, this will ensure that there is a hole that is the perfect size for your plant in its new home. Once you have filled the new pot around the old one, you can remove the original pot and see the perfect sized hole for your plant. Set aside the new pot for a second so that we can properly prep your plant for placement. Now you can begin massaging your plant's root ball to loosen the roots and break away some of that extra unneeded soil. Feel free to prune the roots by trimming off older roots that are growing away from the rest of the root ball. Once you've done this, you can untangle the roots as best as you can to promote out and downward growth. Now, place your plant in its pre-made hole and add any more needed soil to fill it to the top. And voila! You've successfully repotted a plant. We've linked our repotting blog in the description for some more tips and tricks. We hope this repotting tutorial helped and that your plants are thriving in their new homes. See you next week, and happy planting!